Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, despite the weather, there was quite a few folks that ventured out onto the lakes this past weekend, and I wish I could say all of those had good reports coming back to us, but that's very far from the case. There were some lakes that produced fish, but overall it was very much a down weekend, to say the least. Some of the lakes that produce fish, produce walleyes up in the northeastern part of the state, included Bitter and Opitz, as well as Pius. Guys did fairly well up there, especially in Bitter and Opitz. A lot of fish, quantity of fish. You got to go through quite a few fish to get a fish above 15 inch. But still, overall, a lot of fish being caught in those two lakes. Other lakes up in the northeast that produce fish this weekend include Pius, Indian Springs, Enemy Swim, Wabe, and Wabe, they were also getting a lot of silver bass, and a lot of guys were catching them from shore as well. Dry Lake by Clark, and then also Blue Dog, and then also Lynn. Some of the lakes down the southeastern part of the state, really, the lakes that were producing fish kind of tapered off a little bit, mainly due to the pressure, and that lake is mainly Oakwood. A lot of people hit that lake this weekend, and some guys caught fish and others did not. Other lakes included Sinai, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, and then also Henry. George also produced a few fish there, but mainly in the evening. Vermilion produced some nice walleyes, and that was mainly a morning bite. Other lakes produced a few fish here and there, a few walleyes here and there, and those included Thompson, Ponson, Madison, 81 Ponds, and a lot of the sloughs around 81 Ponds produced some nice fish there as well. But the main bite really was on the Missouri River, and that was in the Platte area as well as up north around the Mulbridge area. Now, what have guys been using to catch the walleyes this past weekend? A lot of live bait rigging, a lot of spinners, and you can see behind us, behind me, that we have plenty of spinners here for your selection. Stop on by the store to pick up the spinners, whether or not you're talking about a 1-hook or a 2-hook spinner. Other guys are pulling plugs, especially on the river, and we have a great selection of plugs for your need on the Missouri River. Well, folks, the crappie bite has definitely been affected by the weather, but a few fish were being caught up in the northeast. The lakes like Clear, Enemy Swim, Reitz, and Pickerel. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes included Thompson, Vermilion, Scott Slough, as well as Brand. What have they been using? Yes, I'm going to say it, the Shiny Hiney. It has been producing fish like none other, so stop on by to get your Shiny Hiney today. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos from this past week. And again, folks, thank you so much for sending those photos. They're great to look at each week, and I'm great to hear of all the success that you're having out there. And if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall, and if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And before we end this week's episode of the 2-minute fishing report, please remember some of our ongoing sales that we have here at the store. Again, the Rapala sale continues, that if you buy any 5 Rapalas, you can get a free t-shirt. So make sure you stop on by to take advantage of that great sale. Plus, our mimic minnows continue to be on sale, a package of 2 for only $2.50. Plus, as I mentioned earlier, stop on by and see our great selection of spinners that we have here. We tie them here. We also have the Lindy, Northland, you name it, the Max lures. We have the spinners if that you're looking for. So stop on by here at the store for a great selection of live bait rigging. Well, folks, that's this week's 2-minute fishing report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on. We'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching.